right, man, let's talk about Detroit Pistons are actively shopping their 5th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, along with Portland and Houston. I hear Houston getting a lot of interest, and if Houston getting a lot of interest, then Portland getting a lot of interest, excuse me. But let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So, I'm not sure this is the right mentality to have. So you got picks 3, 4, and 5 all aggressively looking to move out the draft. Obviously the Pistons are trying to expedite the process and win quickly. One thing I always make the comparison is that, Brad Holmes didn't try to expedite the process. He not trying to force it. He built the foundation. His foundation was, scrapping a lot of the players, fixing the cap, and then adding key guys through the draft. He slowly did it. Obviously, Troy Weaver going to be on the clock. It looked like Tom Gores wasn't impressed with any of his coaching comrades that with the final 3. But on the other flip side of it, they can't get nobody to come here. Why would a Doc Rivers at 62 come here? Monty Williams wasn't interested. Only if they got the number 1 pick, he would have been, they thought he would have been interested. Nick Nurse, etc. A lot of people are not interested in the job. Okay? And, then again, what would that tell you? Then a lot of free agents probably not going to be interested in coming to Detroit and being part of what the Pistons got to offer neither. So what he going to try to do is try to trade the 5th pick. But what value do the 5th pick got, as far as bringing a star in? Are we going to, devalue the 5th pick, right? We're going to devalue the 5th pick, right? And trade them for, I don't know. You're not going to get a Jaylen Brown. You're not going to get a James Harden. You're not going to get a Kyrie. What you going to try to trade the 5th pick for? What caliber of player? Mikal Bridges, I think, is kind of on the fringe of that talk based off what he did in Brooklyn. Who else do you got? I can't even think of nobody. You kind of thinking about those players that's like, maybe on the fringe, maybe a McCollum, even though I'm not saying we need him. I'm just trying to kind of, get an aspect for a guy. What can the 5th pick really, get you? You aggressively trying to do something. We all know when you really trying to force something, we already know it don't really come out right. You trying to really force something that ain't really meant to be. At the end of the day, I think the best process for them, part of the process they got, is probably just keeping the pick and drafting the best available player and just trust the process. Now, his draft in 2020 set us back. That's just the actual fact. In 2020, he set us back by, Isaiah Stewart is a bust, like it or not. I can't say he a bust, but he not a starting caliber guy. I think he doing more. Him and Killian Hayes are doing more harm than help being on his roster. So when I talk about kind of getting it together, you got to cut the fat off the team. Then Brad Holmes and them had to cut Jamie Collins, and then that that linebacker core, that defensive front got a lot better. I think that's something kind of to look at for look at, bro. Like, they gotta cut Hayes, they gotta cut Stewart, they gotta do something with Bagley, and then they kind of just gotta get to the drawing board and stuff. So they still ain't cut the fat because he drafted them. They was quick to get rid of Seiko Duboye, but a lot of they got quick to get rid of Sadiq Bey. A lot of these other guys hanging around. To me, forcing the 5th pick and going out there getting a bad contract or getting a player just to say you got a player, that's just gonna be the beginning of the end for Brad Holmes, because what you really gonna pair the 5th pick with to go get somebody of substance? Like, to me, it would have to begin with Jalen Duren, which I don't think they mind moving Jalen Duren. Obviously, anytime you bring in a guy like James Wiseman, who has no fucking history in the NBA, no history, none whatsoever of doing anything, I think Duren might have had a better track record than James Wiseman did. You take James Wiseman, you throw him to the bench. You start Isaiah Stewart over him. You know what I'm saying? You playing Bagley over him and all types of shit. Instead, you know, and you losing all these games and he don't get the development that he deserves. It's just dysfunctional, bro. That's the only way I could really say it. And Troy Weaver, knowing his ass is on the line, he gonna fuck this up even more. That's the only word I really could think of at the time. He really is gonna mess this up even more. And he gonna throw the 5th pick. He gonna get a contract or a player that ain't shit. And they gonna try to force it to win right now. I'm telling you what's about to happen. And what he should do, if you don't get the right offer, if you don't get the right player, you don't package the right stuff for the right offer, forget it. Draft the best available player at 5, right? And you start just building a young team. Whatever you can get in free agency, if you got to sign and trade for somebody, then so be it. But you going out there just saying, I traded the 5th pick just to get, I don't even know who you can get for the 5th pick. I don't even know who's available. Oh, I can go just because I want to go get Julius Randle. I want to go get RJ Barrett and somebody who don't fit what you're doing. And I just don't really think he got a feel on what he really need. And this thing can turn really, really ugly for the Pistons, bro. It can get worse. It can get worse. By you trying to just say, oh, I'm just going to trade it just to trade it. No, man. Guess what? You got a bunch of money. If you can go out there and if you can't get what you want for the 5th pick, you can still go out there and get guys that's similar to what that 5th pick gonna bring. Because they're gonna be bad contracts. They're gonna be looking to unload to create space before free agency hit. Let's not forget that. So that's my thing about it. I don't think they should be looking to trade the 5th pick just to trade the 5th pick. 3rd gonna be on deck. 4th gonna be on deck, not 5th. Excuse me. I think you're gonna have a tough time trying. I think it's gonna be a tough time trying to sell that 5th pick. I really do. And I don't think, only way, the value of that 5th pick, unless there's like 6 or 7 suitors that want to move up to 3, 4, and 5 or whatever, and some pan out and somebody fall in the draft, and then the 5th pick might get attractive. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just starting to think, just hearing a lot of stuff, they should just keep the 5th. Draft the best available player at the 5th pick, and just build with young guys, get some veterans in place, build some depth up, figure out who's gonna be here, who's gonna develop, and just let this young team figure it out. Sprinkle in with some veterans, 2 veterans in the star lineup. Whoever you draft, just bring them along nice and slow, and then just build it that way. But they gonna try to go out here, they gonna try to do what Quinn Trisha did. They got put on the spot. Either you put a winner out here or you gonna get fired. And guess what? They still did some dumb shit. They still took a position in which it takes years to develop at the cornerback position instead of, taking a receiver or moving down and running back and getting picks to overbuild the team. And Troy Weaver is facing that same crossroad. He gonna feel like the pressure to especially if Chaim Gore is already rejecting your coaching how can I say it? Your coaching, people that you are, you want to be the coach. He already saying, nah, you know what I'm saying? Then you turn around and this team don't win right away and the coach ain't winning games right away. And then you probably going to be more than likely fired. You're not going to get the cushion that Dwayne Casey got. And that's what he going to be. He gonna go out there. I'm telling you what he probably going to do. He going to go out there, try to look just to give away the 5th pick, not get what he want to get. He try to force some things in there. He gonna take what he gonna get on the free agent market. He not gonna have no standards. He gonna throw some shit together. They gonna lose a lot of games anyway. Time War's gonna spend a lot of money, and he gonna get fired. That's what I think gonna happen. But hopefully he's smarter than that. What he should do is say, guess what? If I can't do it, I gotta take the best available player or move down. Whoop. Take the best available player. If it's Cam Whitmore, take him. I'm going to free agent market. I need guys who can fit, not just guys that want to be here, just want to get paid and stop wanting to play. We want team guys. We need guys that can 3 and D. We need guys that's going to come off the bench. We need, hopefully smart enough to know, what? We need to cut bait with Killian. We need to cut bait with Stewart. We need to cut bait with Bagley or move them to the G League or at the end of the bench where they ain't getting no playing time. Those things, they got to happen. But, hey, it is what it is. Check out Detroit Piston Talk playlist. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, TikTok as well. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk Players for videos like this. Appreciate the love and support. All that information inside the link tree in the first link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. Peace.